Last time on Dice Funk.
The black site used to be a graphene mine.
Calling him out.
Slavery never goes away, it just gets put in prisons.
Just saying.
The Rygar did go somewhere, very specifically.
Where did you go?
The heart of the giant. You call it the planet Pell?
I want everybody in the elevator to applaud me.
They all do. They really love you.
Everyone's like, you're so cool, Big Star. You're worthy.
Have you ever seen what happens to a conduit when the wheel turns and the form that crosses over is the same?
My guess is that when a god happens.
It's a great warship, the HMS Civilization. It was a monster as well. We tried to destroy it after he died, but like them, it isn't alive to kill. It's hegemony itself.
Cash has sent them here to try and kill the Rygar to stop us from coming to, stop him.
I thought something was weird with these slug blade monsters coming out of nowhere to murder people.
There is a mountain range in the distance that wasn't there before.
No, it's slugs.
That's the big terraformy slug.
And then he slides by, kind of stops in front of us, and then he has a cool one-liner like only courage would say. Get wrecked, nerds!
You ever feel like you're pushing off the inevitable?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So last we left this adventure,
never.
roll initiative.
God damn it.
How about no?
Yeah, Lord.
Everyone wants to fight me. Let's do some spells. Well, let's set the scene here. So last we left the adventure, the team fought their way out of the quarry. There are still hundreds of slashers coming up behind you, grotesque humanoids with scythe arms. They don't make any kind of creepy noises. They're not like brains or anything because they don't have lungs or vocal cords or even tongues, really. They're just kind
What
of...
about mouths?
Huh?
Do they even have mouths?
Not really. They're just kind of slow. I mean, they might have holes, but they're just making wet noises.
Somebody, would you like to interpret those wet noises for me?
I think Chris is our wet noiser in chief.
Our wet noises.
That's happening behind y'all. They're still flooding up the path behind you to cut you off from behind. The kaiju that just crushed the fence is in front of you. It's a 3-story tall, also a slug thing. It has no head. It kind of just stops at the shoulders, but it has almost like its facial features melted down onto its chest area.
Oh,
and
no.
From its bulk, more slashers rip out of it as if it's constantly forever giving birth to more. In the distance, the horizon itself seems to be moving through a dark and hateful fog of soul-eating poison.
Okay, we got jump in our mechs and deal with this big mech motherfucker up here.
I mean, your mechs are nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Did we lose them or something?
No, we didn't bring them. We flew in on dragons.
Ah, okay. Can we call in the mechs? Do we have a remote
Beep, beep.
drop the mechs button?
When the Tsuchinoko gets closer, they can be deployed, but you have no idea how long that's going to be. Sigrid and Akira are right next to you. Akira has recently been disarmed.
Oh, that's a terrible way to say that.
Womp womp.
Yes, they're going to try to help you fight, but there's 2 enemies. There's kaiju and slashers. Slashers is a collective enemy. Their damage dice starts at maximum, and the more damage they take, the lower that will get, representing you thinning out their forces if you attack them. Sasha, it's your turn.
Okay. Cool.
Chris, you want to get more ambiance while she tries to look through her spells?
Well,
Now you know it's the horror
Thank you.
season.
Just loop that.
Okay,
Now I feel-
Cronenberg.
then I feel much more confident.
I kind of need to go take a cold shower.
I'm gonna cast Shatter on the big boy.
All right, Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
All right, that's a stat I like to see.
Whoa.
20.
Well, I don't. Fine. Bitch.
Sasha, you try to explode the kaiju, and you smush some of its sluggy, amorphous texture around, as if jiggling a big belly.
We need more firepower.
Dregg, it's your turn.
More grenades.
All right. Well, so what's the game plan here, do you think? I mean, like, we need to hold out. Which do you all think is the bigger, more immediate threat to deal with?
Here's the thing. Of the two of them, even if we can't defeat them both straight away, thinning out the herd is guaranteed to reduce the damage we're taking turn by turn.
Right.
Like, even before we get a kill on that,
Right.
that unit.
That's what I was thinking, although the other issue is that thing just keeps producing more units, so...
I just love the word unit.
It's producing some absolute units.
Oh, some chonkers.
Lauren would really love real-time strategy games.
I hate them.
You move a lot of units around.
I don't like them, and you know this about me.
All right, well then I'm gonna attack the swarm. I'm always surprised by my own rolls.
That's probably good at this juncture.
Oh, 18 and then a botch.
Well, the 18
second
hits,
attack.
so you can roll that damage if you want before I talk about botches.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Do you wanna not botch?
I mean, I would prefer not to botch this early.
Take a reroll.
All right. So the second attack will be a 15.
Both those hit, so
Okay.
Dregg almost gets knocked down by the slasher swarm as he rushes back in to try to thin them out. Melbeck, you give him some much-needed spiritual assistance at the last moment.
Okay, and we're gonna put some spell slots into each of these to give each attack. Okay, so the first attack does 14 damage, and the second attack does 13 damage. Wow, those were not great rolls.
Not great rolls, but you don't get knocked down and trampled in a stampede like Mufasa, so that's an upside.
That's a plus.
That's
Silver linings.
I also do not, because I'm flying. Just remember, I have wings.
Okay, so Dregg runs into the slashers and starts punching as they almost overwhelm him, and now it is NPC's turn. So first, everybody, Constitution saving throws,
No.
as well for a variety of reasons. Let's start there. It's not good for y'all.
Oh, boy.
19 Constitution.
Save.
19.
Save.
20.
Save.
I'm not gonna say it. I knew it.
Big fail.
They're all a 6.
You jinxed yourself.
It's because well, once all the 3 of y'all rolled real good, I was like, oh no, I'm doomed.
18 to Sasha. Everyone else takes half as the poison gas from the kaiju begins filling up this parking lot of the quarry. So it's rolling over the crushed military vehicles and surrounding you like a dense fog. This poison is not your garden variety poison. It's a miasma intended to snuff out all life on this planet. So it's killing plants, it's killing animals, it's eating through metal, it's literally stripping the microorganisms out of the air. It's very bad for everyone. Sasha, you failed, so you are going to become poisoned.
Is it too much to hope that it's also going to hurt the little slugs?
Yes.
I'm pretty yeah.
They are literally being birthed out of this thing as the poison erupts from it.
Yeah.
In the distance, the primary, which is a slug the size of Mount Fuji, every square inch of it is birthing more kaiju who are birthing more slashers, all of which are gushing this noxious evil on the planet. It's a constant, like, you're on the light side of Gloria, but it's becoming dark. You could see this stuff. You could see what's happening in front of you from space, as if God's cruel hand was wiping a finger across the landscape.
This is the kind of thing that if you're religious, it might be like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse shit is happening. Like
the four slugmen.
Yeah. So did you say it's the mech ones that are doing this smoke stuff?
Yeah, that attack was for the mechs. Now dexterity saving throws for slashers, everyone.
Oh. 2. I don't think that passes.
Crit 27.
Nice.
18.
20.
Everybody but Dregg this time. 20 to Dregg, everyone else 10.
Jesus.
Also, dragons are going to go on the NPC's turn. Let's see here. Sigrid is going to unleash her graphene breath, which is a flurry of basically graphene shrapnel, a storm of knives. 48 damage.
Whoa.
She starts shredding the kaiju with her breath, and I feel it's like shooting peanut butter with buckshot. Like I guess it's taking bits off of it and deforming it, but 48 damage should be a lot more.
Is it like when your stand mixer goes too fast and all the batter flies all over the place?
Yeah, I like that. Thank you, Lauren.
Yeah. I feel like any of our individual attacks right now are going to be slightly wasted on this thing, considering the dragon isn't putting a dent in it.
Akira is a pink dragon, an axolotl, and so she's going to spend her turn focusing on regenerating her arm, which has been gushing blood. And so she has a tiny little baby arm.
Oh, you baby arm.
Yep, and it is Captain Melbeck's turn as your healer heals herself before she can heal the team who is getting battered.
Yeah. So yeah, my plan was going to be to attack the big mech thing, because I've got stuff that makes more damage happen because it's already damaged and stuff like that. Is the party in agreement that doesn't seem like a worthwhile use of my time? Because
its attack did 4d6, which is not to say it doesn't have other attacks that could do more damage, but the swarm's doing 4d8.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point from Conrad.
Okay, first, Captain Melbeck's first turn, then we're going to attack the swarm. Going to try and take a couple more hits in on that. So, first attack, 18.
Hit.
12.
Hit, actually.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, they smushy.
Yep. The slashers make no attempt to dodge your shots. They see you pull the gun out and point at them. They just run straight towards you. They have no armor.
Okay, 17 for the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
14 for the second attack.
Yeah, that's really good. You shoot the front lines, the waves as they come up the path there, and between you and Dregg, you're getting the swarms under control as Sigrid tries to fight the kaiju.
Before I finish my turn, I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Healing Spirit.
Uh-huh.
And who's on the worst health right now?
Probably me.
What? How low are you gone?
I'm 21.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move the Healing Spirit over to you, so you'll heal 1d6 when your turn starts.
Oh, thank God.
just it's not much extra, but
It's better.
take it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so a spiritual Saint Bernard appears and goes over to Sasha.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah. The Saint Bernard brings you over its little whiskey barrel.
Big Star, your turn.
All right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Star. Big Star was your father.
Yeah. I'm gonna fire my big old thunder cannon at big boy mask boy.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
The audience can't.
25.
Yes, that hits. The audience cannot see that the icon I'm using has a mask.
Well, they should spiritually know this. It is going to take 24 thunder and piercing damage. And then there's a rumbling coming through
Oh no.
as Steve Dave 2.0, 3.0 / Courage starts charging into the wave of slashers. And it's going to make an attack. And a 14.
Hits.
And it's going to deal 24 damage.
Uh-huh.
And as it passes by Dregg, it's going to expel a healing spray. Woohoo!
Oh boy, this is quite an encounter. Sasha, it's your turn.
Constitution saving throw, because I'm going to try and explode him again.
Okay.
But I want to explode a bunch of the little guys.
Oh, the little guys. Well, it's still
There's
they
a
still
10-foot radius.
They fail very badly.
11.
That's not good.
No.
It's not good.
So I hate it.
Dregg, it's your turn. You see everyone turns their attention to the slashers, leaving their back to the kaiju. That seems good.
That does not seem good.
I attacked the kaiju.
Yeah, Big Star's holding the line. He's a big boy. I love Big Star.
He feels big enough to attack a mech.
Mm-hmm.
He is a big guy. We established he's taller than Dregg. Obviously, he can handle himself. No, let's see. How thinned out is the crowd of swarm?
Very. The whole team's been doing basically nothing but attacking them, except for Big Star, who's my special boy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I attacked the guy first. I just didn't do well.
All right, then let's go for the knees. 20 and 20.
Hit.
I saw the amount of damage the dragon did.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't that great. So I really better add 3d8 to the damage for each of these. The first attack does 26 damage.
Dregg punches half as hard as the dragon's breath weapon.
And the second is 29 damage.
All right, 2 very strong punches from Dregg, who uses his paladin spells to make his fist glowy as he punches chunks out of the shin of the slug mech, and is now NPC's turn. First, Akira is going to stop concentrating on healing herself and do a healing breath on let's see here. You guys split up. So on the team facing the kaiju.
So is Dregg the Immortal Iron Fist now?
He's a more interesting version of the Immortal Iron Fist.
Yeah, right?
Got him.
Get wrecked, Netflix.
32 health for Dregg and Big Star.
All right.
As she does pink breath on your backs as you face down the kaiju. Sigrid is going to, let's see here. She's going to use her mighty jaws to pick up a jeep and throw it at the kaiju. I think Aaron threw a jeep last season. Is that a reference, or do I want to change it for variety? That's the kind of...
I thought I threw a Jeep.
You love to throw jeeps. 26 damage as Sigrid begins throwing military hardware at this thing. It doesn't seem particularly phased. In fact, with Dregg and Big Star at its feet, it's going to try to pick both of you up. Strength contest, my friends.
No.
It's interest, you say that.
Uh-oh. Is it?
It is.
Athletics, you could say, is really where the true strength is.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill
Or,
No, I'm good
honestly,
with strength. I mean, I could take athletics, but I'm good with strength.
honestly, what is strength without knowledge and thus investigation?
I feel like because his voice is so deep and sultry today, you should give him this.
yeah, Austin, I'm a sex pot right now. Give me advantage.
I rolled a 20. Top that.
I rolled a 13.
I rolled a 15.
All right, the kaiju picks Big Star and Dregg up, one in each hand, and begins to crush the life out of both of them. That's fun.
That's
I refuse.
less than good.
I would rather not.
16 damage to start off with. That's for both of you. And then everybody Constitution saving throw because the poison is never going to end.
But hey, we're lifted up into the air. We shouldn't be breathing poison.
The planet is going to be mostly poison on this side from now on.
Austin, give me something, you enormous twat. 22.
Oh no!
Dregg botched his.
Yeah, it doesn't. You
Constitution roll.
don't get anything special for botching a saving throw, unfortunately, so I can't hurt you more.
Oh darn.
So everybody passes except for Dregg, who is at poison ground 0, basically, as he's pulled into the body of the thing that is emitting the poison.
Well, let's hope it rolls poorly.
Dregg takes 15, everyone else takes half from the poison, and it is now
God damn it.
Melbeck's turn.
I would like to point out I'm exactly where I started before getting healing breath at the start of this round.
I am doing not good.
Okay, I'm gonna take focus on the big thing because the big thing got my friends. I'm gonna do 2 shotgun shots, one of which is aimed at each of the arms that is holding each of the friends.
Okay, why don't you make a dexterity contest against its strength if you're trying to free them?
I'm gonna give her an inspiration. I'm eating a granola bar I had in my pocket.
You were the hungriest bird in history. 15 I rolled, Melbeck.
That brings me up to 16, just enough.
Sometimes when you're sad or you're stressed, you snack.
Literally just enough. Yeah, so you free... Ooh. Yeah, which one of them do you want to free, Captain?
Oh no!
You said
Captain! One must live and one must die, Captain. Choose. This is my villainous voice.
Okay, which of you has more HP right now?
I have 43.
He does by 2. I mean, it's really a toss-up.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, it's a toss-up.
They will remember this, Captain.
Save Dregg. I can work with it.
Okay, I'm gonna free Dregg because I'm pretty sure Big Star can still use Steve Dave when immobilized. Steve Dave's not being held up.
Yeah, in the background, Courage is like, wow, easy, kill. And he's just like slashing his way through them with his 10 electric graphene claws, and they're just coming apart like tissue paper.
Yeah.
Dregg, you are freed from the grasp as Captain Melbeck shoots it in the elbow joint, and it loses its grip on you, but it doesn't seem to be doing particularly any damage.
Right.
This thing, it's just an amorphous blob, and you can knock flecks off of it. Why don't you make an intelligence check, Captain Melbeck?
13.
Yeah. Wolfgang said to you when you were waiting for the elevator that these things are hegemony itself given flesh, and that they take destruction and make it energy. You know, on Pel 3, when the 13 Maxwells were dormant, they were being experimented on to try to extract their energy because they have more than they logically should.
The
numbers going over your head, the abacus. What do you think? You just said
thought that just went through my head is what's generating the is attacking them or damaging them what's causing the energy generation in them. That would explain why experimenting on them, dissecting them, was causing them to keep having exponentially more energy.
Yeah, it's not that the stuff afterwards. It's like why didn't Khajiit just blow up the 13 dormant primaries?
No, yeah, I mean, I literally can't remember what was said last week.
Yeah, Conrad doesn't remember what was said 20 minutes ago.
Right.
So the whole thing with the Maxwells is that they seem to violate the conservation of energy. They store more, and they can use more energy than they should logically have, given what they seem to be made out of. That was a big mystery for like the whole season. What's going on with them? You just found out they are hegemony itself.
That's right, because we didn't know what that word meant.
Because they are made of hegemony flesh, they're unkillable because being killed wouldn't be being in control, being the ones with the power.
So if a hegemon comes to your society, a stronger force, politically, militarily, culturally.
What does that evolve from? Gabumon?
Yes, Hegemon evolves from Gabumon, who evolves from Angelmon and Renamon, the only other Digimon I can think of at this moment. If a Hegemon... Yep.
Do you need a peasant's revolt to take it down?
When a hegemon engages in colonization, exploitation, or subjugation, they have ostensible justifications that's supposedly for the good of the people who are the victims. The common excuses are that they're bringing order or culture or stability. But what happens when the people who are being subsumed by the hegemon explicitly reject those excuses and fight back?
You're assimilated into the culture, or you're eradicated?
Big murder.
Big murder, as Lauren says. Then instead of destroying you to help you, they destroy you because you're fighting back, because now you're a militant extremist. Now you're a terrorist. Now you're a dangerous radical who they're helping by putting you down. Your resistance is fuel for their subjugation.
Cool. I want to try casting a spell.
Mm-hmm.
I want to cast enlarge / reduce.
Mm-hmm.
but I want to cast it on Dregg. And I want to make Dregg into a giant.
Okay, now we're getting into the silly D&D spells. I love it.
Well, I figure it can't grab Dregg at that point if Dregg's a lot bigger. Because he's too big for hands.
No, listen, if Dregg becomes the size of a mech and then he fist fights a mech, you know I'm there for it.
Well, that's what happens. Dregg, you get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. And
I already have that.
well, you get it again.
Okay.
And your attacks all deal an extra 1d4 extra damage.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so Big Star, do you throw him some kind of amulet?
I just fucking point my finger and I'm like, let my buddy grow.
Make my Dregg grow.
Is this a 20 hit?
What's happening?
Steve Dave is charging through the fucking blade dudes. He's just fucking stomping through them.
You know 20 hits.
I like for permission to be granted and not for assumptions, because you know what that
Oh my
means?
god. We don't have time for your guys' weird dumb something.
It makes an ass out of you and me, Austin.
Okay.
24 damage. And Sasha's there, so Sasha gets 3 health.
Yay!
Okay, so Courage is now just stomping on them. He's doing what earlier Captain Melbeck was crowd surfing over them. He's trying the same thing, but he's the size of a rhinoceros. So he basically just falls onto his side and rolls down and just starts steamrolling over them.
That's a good time.
Sasha, it's your turn.
Okay, so I get a d6 of healing, right?
Yeah, you get another d6. 4 more health.
I would like to use the conduit of conspiracy to have the witch light, because I had it the whole time in a secret pocket somewhere in Dregg's pants. Dregg is you're my minion now, Dregg.
Not much has changed.
Okay.
Because I can't hold him. I can't hold our baby. So I had to bring Dregg. I was like, hey, just don't tell anyone. But I'm going to bring him back on the ship.
Well, is it so when Big Star makes Dregg big, does it like fall out of his pocket?
Yes! And it's big now.
He's like, oh, don't mind me. I just dropped my magnum.
My magnum dog
my
condom.
magnum
Yeah,
monster.
during one of the downtime scenes, I snuck out to the shitty planet with Dregg.
Okay, true story. About 2 weeks after I moved to Philadelphia, I live right down the street from Penn's Landing. And I went to a little outdoor bar there. And on the edge of a banister sitting at this bar was a Magnum condom wrapper that said Frank Reynolds was written on it.
Oh no! That's Austin's dad.
It was delightful and unsettling.
I mean, if any city you're going to do that, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Your life sounds so fancy, Conrad.
Okay, so Sasha, walk us through this. This is a climactic scene. I want you to paint me a word picture.
Okay, so secret Dregg mission. We got the guy. He's been with us the whole time because I think he's cute. Dregg gets made large.
Uh-huh.
Witchlight falls out of pocket. Oh no, what are we doing with where'd that come from? I didn't get that. And I'm gonna say, Dregg, put it on the thing.
So
You want me to be cooler and less adorable? Fine.
No, it's not the adorability. You just have to remember what the audience is gonna do. They're gonna be like, okay, so he's in the pocket the whole time. How come his balls didn't get dissolved?
Because Dregg's stubborn.
You'd have to have prior to this designed a containment system for the
Sure,
witchlight.
I did that with the help of Gabriel, the penguin friend of mine.
You made a pocket out of... Oh, I was gonna say out of Dregg's skin. I don't know where I thought. I don't know where I think you got Dregg's skin.
This is just the Cronenberg episode. That's all.
We can't start making pants out of people. We cannot have people pants.
No, I feel like after we picked up the witchlight, we went over to Gloria.
Replaced my testicles with a bag of holding.
Dregg smuggled it here up his butt.
I'm trying to get away from the testicles.
This sounds like a Dagger Milk original. I mean, future Sasha knows that you met the Witchlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'd like to think future Sasha was like, "Psst, hey, send this technology information to past Gabriel, who is a penguin. And then he shipped it to me, USPS 2-day shipping.
The special pants.
The special pants.
Okay.
The pocket zips with a special zipper so that he can't escape and eat everything.
Okay, so I want everyone to agree with me right now. Let's all make a blood pact that Dregg was wearing JNCOs the entire time.
Yes!
Special containment pants. And nobody said anything about them because he's very insecure about his butt.
I'm now just picturing the song Safety Dance, but now it's Safety Pants.
They're tactical JNCOs.
So, Dregg is big now. I would like Dregg to put it on the big witchlight thing as a hat.
As a hat. It doesn't have a head, but where the hat would
Well,
be.
the top part of it, so it can just start eating down.
Okay, so for your turn, you want to use your special ability for Dregg's pants to kill the boss.
Yes.
Is what you're telling me.
Yeah. That sounds like me.
Okay, so hegemony itself takes resistance and makes it fuel. Khajiit could not destroy the primaries because all his nuclear breath would do is power them up. They would just store the energy for later use. That's as you watch the slashers rip out of the kaiju and the kaijus rip out of the primaries, out of the marauders. They're violating physics. There's not enough room in these things for more of them. But that's because they're not drawing on physicality. They're drawing on the endless well of the exploitation that they've wreaked across the galaxy. And so your attacks you can damage them, but you can't kill them. They're not alive. They're a force. But the Witchlight engineered to be like them outside the laws of physics and power. They have no sway over it.
Okay, so, well, the Witchlight just takes things apart because it likes to learn about them. So that just... Have you ever seen those YouTube videos where it's like 1,000 degree glowing metal ball?
Yeah.
To sing. I like to imagine that little witchlight baby is the 1,000 degree glowing melting ball. It just goes in the middle, sizzling, having a good time.
He put it down on top of him like a hat, right?
Yes.
And so he just drops through the body from the, like where the head would be, the neck stump down through the crotch, and just disassembles him straight through.
Sucks to suck.
Right down the middle, disassembles, and the two halves kind of fall to the sides in a gloopy mess in the parking lot. From the two big sections, slashers are still like ripping themselves out of the slimy flesh and coming at you, but everyone's working together to kill these things. You've gotten it pretty well under control. Also, Sasha now is doomed the team to wielding the best weapon they have via a pair of pants.
Hey, if you, it's a real power move to go to the final boss later on and go, hey, I've got a very powerful weapon, let me just unzip my pants.
Some campaigns you get Excalibur, and sometimes you run into the final boss room just wielding some JNCOs.
Listen, it's very, it's like a metaphor from my middle school times.
You run into the final boss room and you just yeet the pants on the floor and run away.
Okay, I need to take these pants away from you before you kill Cassius with them.
No, that's the whole plan. We're gonna kill him with the pants.
Yeah. These pants can contain the witchlight. How are you gonna destroy them, Austin?
Yeah, they're indestructible.
All right, so you take that kaiju out. One down, 645 million to go.
It's a good start.
What should we name the Arg Witchlight, the good one? I think Seymour is good.
Sure. See more things to destroy.
I do like that. I know I was calling him Gregory earlier, but apparently that was the Zodar, and I got them confused because they were in the same arc.
Okay, so is he going to be called Seymour now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lauren just usually throws one out, it sticks. That's the curse of Lauren.
I'm very good at naming animals.
Okay, so you have this glitching ball of. It looks like
Seymour.
light, but it's. Oop, hi.
No, I said Seymour. It's a glowing ball of Seymour.
Okay, you have a glowing ball of Seymour, this glitchy life form that should not exist, and it's taking things apart here. It's just floating through. I imagine some slashers run at it, and they get reduced to their component atoms for their trouble. And that's the fight is over. You can keep the slashers at bay easily with 2 dragons and a giant Dregg. What do you do now?
Big Dregg, can you hitchhike us a ride with your giant thumbs?
Giant thumbs.
We do need to figure out how to get off planet.
Beep beep. Where's the Tsuchinoko?
So the Tsuchinoko lands outside the black site. Your ramp comes down, and you guys run onto the ship, presumably. Dregg zipping his pants back up and also having to duck in the hallways because he's very big. I know it only lasts for a minute, but I want the image of him being...
crawl through like a fucking AC duct?
Wait, what?
Is he crawling through like when people go into the air vents in a movie?
He's walking through our big ship looking as if he's John McClane.
Got it.
Trying to wiggle in.
It's funny because it's just like being back out the Snallygaster.
Mm-hmm, when you were too big for the hallways. Yeah, they fixed it for you. Now you're too big again. It's like going home. So the party regroups. You also have 10 Rygar with you who are there to answer any lore questions. What do you all want to do?
I really want to pet the witch slate, but I would die.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have 2 hands. You don't need both.
I like having both.
It's the forbidden pet.
So just double checking where we're at. Do I remember right that Cassius has a ship right now that basically controls all these things? If we get rid of Cassius and the ship that Cassius is on, that goes some way to undoing this.
Yeah, Wolfgang speaks to the Rygar and tells you that Cassius has the HMS Civilization. He tells you, maybe in more detail now, that the ship is a Citadel class warship. We talked before about mana wars, which are the kind of ships that have ships inside them. The Citadel is a kind of ship that has ships inside of it.
Ships on ships on ships.
Ships on ships on ships on racks on racks on racks. It's of like a floating capital city.
Yeah.
This is actually a thing from Spelljammer, the Citadel. It's actually of Dwarven design, but it's Rygar now. It's enormous. Actually, let me read you from the Spelljammer monster manual about the 4th kind of Witchlight Marauder, which has always existed and is not something I made up.
No!
Land Marauders reach their targets via still larger creatures, the Space Marauders. These enormous reptilian horrors travel through wild space on sails spun from special organs on their bodies. These sails double as focusing mirrors, enabling the space beast to focus a deadly 25d10
That's a lot.
sunbeam on targets. Let me read that again. They fly through space on special sails spun from organs which double as focusing mirrors, enabling the space beast to focus a deadly 25d10 sunbeam on targets.
So we have the contacts. We can dodge out the way, avoid the hit entirely.
I love to have contacts.
Right? We can use the contacts to avoid that.
So the contacts give you like a little premonition. They're specifically focused on it's a form. The contacts are literally synchronicity itself, and so they let you see other forms, not just random attacks. So you don't get permanent, always on premonitions. No.
Okay, so we maybe need some other way to sneak past this big laser if we're gonna get on this ship.
A little bit more about this ship, which is also a monster. A crocodilian head sported a nest of thousands of yard-long, razor-sharp teeth. The head was encrusted with glowing red eyes. Surrounding the central head were 6 long, flexible necks, ending in eyeless heads with gaping, ship-smashing maws. The scaly, veined necks were attached to a tree trunk-shaped body that terminated in a pulsating mass of writhing Hauser-like tentacles. At the center of this squirming mass were the umbilicals, to which were attached 3 primary marauders.
What was that word I didn't like? Squirming mass, yeah.
You don't like squirming mass of tentacles. You don't like special organs that fire 25d10 sunbeams. You don't like a crocodilian head sporting thousands of huge teeth. You don't like the glowing red eyes. You don't like the neck. You don't like any of it. It's all bad.
Come on, Lauren, what do you like?
I mean, the crocodile head sounds like it has potential. I do love alligators.
Okay, yeah.
So I want to try to ask something maybe to the Rygar, but perhaps this is a more general question. Do we know of any other items similar to the goggles and Jacqueline's maces, which seem to be like items that have been touched by forms as they've kind of passed through the planes?
Oh shit, that's a good question, Chris.
So you asked that, and nobody does. I mean, I imagine it's the rarest of items, but Lala probably says that the goggles are part of the engine now, and that means they're part of the Tsuchinoko. And don't underestimate this ship. It's everything that Dagger Milk stands for.
Oh, my company. All right. What if I just start hitting buttons?
Okay, I know. Sasha's gonna start hitting buttons, and I think probably Ragnar comes in and he says, I do not want to interrupt strategy meeting, but we have many distress calls coming in. Smash. From Solitaire, from Soul. Specifically, it occurs to me that if we want to assault enormous citadel ship with crocodile mouth that shoots space lasers, we might need army to cover our approach. So helping some people might be in our best interest at this point. Thoughts?
We should aid the Solitaire.
Well, if we want to do that,
Are you gonna kill my dad?
No, your dad left. He's at home.
Watching football.
Yeah, he's literally at home watching sports. If you want to help people of Solitaire, then perhaps we rally to Volhar the Moon Dragon, who is helping evacuate cities and fighting monsters. Other option would be to go to Embassy and assist Jacqueline in Earth forces, but...
Can we go to the Citadel, get Jacqueline's weapon, and then leave Soul in the miserable fuckhole mess they've put themselves in?
Damn.
But just playing, I hate this phrase, devil's advocate. The devil doesn't need more advocates, but there is something to be said for if we do help the government to get out of this alive, we've got a slightly better chance of not having to be on the run for the rest of our lives after this is over.
Or, if the government's destroyed, we don't have to worry about being on the run anymore.
Well, if the government says that we're all, terrorists, and then they all die, there's no one to say, oops, turns out we were wrong about them being terrorists.
Good. Let the people from Seoul wallow in their ignorance.
I would like to see them eat crow.
There might be a handful of people in government that, I wouldn't be sad to see gone, but, let's not forget, there's a lot of innocent people who would get caught in that crossfire.
If it's a choice between the two, then I stand with the Solitaire.
I do feel like the Solitaire would be at less of an advantage.
I realize all I have said here is reasons to do so, but it's just, that is purely because it feels like we ignored the possibility that they might be worth focusing on.
I see no reason to do anything to help the soul.
In this case, I will support all of your decision and we will go for the Solitaire. But I feel like we are ignoring the needs of the innocent people on one side of this equation, but I will stand behind you and we will go for the Solitaire.
I'm just gonna shoot off a quick beep beep page to Jacqueline.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, hey, we're gonna go help some big cells, or whatever they are. And just be safe. Use your magic eaty guys to eat the things. It's probably the best you can do. Don't fight it so much, but don't get murdered. Finger guns, pew pew. This isn't awkward. Whoa.
So that was a
Hang up.
fax?
No, that was a page.
Oh, yeah, that's more technologically relevant.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
All right, so Hathor Grunderson turns the Tsuchinoko around and flies deeper into the light side of Gloria to the nearest big solitaire city, which is under siege from countless kaiju and slashers that are peeling off of the Marauder, which is, as you actually fly past it, this biggest slug, as it rolls across the landscape. It was sent here specifically by Cassius to hush the Rygar, so they didn't tell you everything they've told you. So you probably see it just roll over the quarry and it's gone. It's not just destroyed. It's as if life had never existed there.
I don't like it.
You also, as you're flying, you see the bare patch of waste where Terminator Prison used to be.
Good.
Austin, I have an important question. Where's Ambassador Respect?
At the embassy with Jacqueline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, don't you wish you'd thought about that now, huh, Chris?
No, I'm
Ooh.
actually pretty okay because now I can come up with some cool death scenes for him in my head.
Hello, I'm dying.
Every
Ah.
single hand has a knife.
Him half devoured already in Jacqueline's room. And he's like, Jacqueline, I dreamed I was old. And then he fades away into the night.
He's like octuple wielding lightsabers when you get back. All right, so you fly past what used to be the quarry, what used to be Terminator Prison. They're gone. They're just gone, and the atmosphere is already taking on a sickly pallor as the entire planet is beginning to succumb to the poison. And you get to the nearest solitaire city, which we've never been to a solitaire urban center, but I imagine it's pretty different from the cities you're familiar with, because these are a kind of hermit crab single-celled species. It's probably not tall buildings. It's probably smaller.
Like those little capsule hotels.
You think?
I think that'd be cute.
If anybody wants to add to the scene, you can describe the solitaire city. But I was thinking much lower to the ground, almost like little dens, or what would you call? What would you call it? Like a hermit crab builds a little place to hide.
Oh, when they do the little holes in the ground?
Yeah, like little, basically like that. Little warrens almost is actually
They
the
have
closest.
statues of big muscle dogs in the streets.
Okay, that's apparently a common desire, is to be a muscle dog. And you see that this Volhard at the front of the charge, the moon dragon, he like pale moonlight feathers, a long serpent. He's breathing his black frost breath weapon at these things, freezing them in their tracks, and then other dragons are shattering them. It doesn't kill them, but it stops them from fighting back, and you all are joining this battle.
Where are my children?
Your children?
My children, where are they?
Subjectivists and Objectivists are on the Tsuchinoko.
Okay, good. I was just checking.
Do you want to deploy Objectivists?
I mean, it would be really cool, and I feel like you'd have a great time. But also, I don't want him to get killed.
Well, I'm imagining, so there's this pitched fighting. There's like 30 kaiju in the streets, and they're fighting these dragons in a huge apocalyptic battle to save the city. And then the Tsuchinoko flies over, and 4 mechs and Objectivists drop out onto the streets. And it's like a really cool, like, superhero landing for 4 mechs, and then just whee! As he drops in. We'll keep the same initiative, because you at this point have overwhelming force. But Sasha, what do you want to do? You're in what in the hell is your dog?
Shiba Inu, bitch.
All right, you're in the Shiba Inu. There are 30 of the kaiju here, and the streets are teeming with slashers like a river.
The streets, they are teeming with slashes like rivers.
That's that's next season's character voice.
Can we just like... It's like when you like spill your food and you let your hamster just like pick up each little piece. What if we just
Yeah, the universal experience of feeding your hamster that everyone knows.
You've seen videos.
Uh-huh.
We all YouTube.
Uh-huh. We all YouTube.
Anyway, so if we just throw the witch light down there?
We talked about it being like a football sized, right? Like it can eat through a body slowly. It got Dr. Adler's leg and so forth. So you're not going to be able to kill 30 of these things with it, but if you want to use it, you have it. What do you want to do?
Ooh. I'd like to put it on the biggest guy.
I actually don't think there's a particular hierarchy among the kaiju, but I understand what you're saying. You just want to just drop into the battle and you're holding Dregg's pants.
Put it over one of their heads.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, is there a word for that? Just dropping pants over someone's head?
I don't know.
It's like a reverse pantsing,
It's like
isn't it?
pantsing with some flair.
Or an inverted pantsing?
All I have in my mind for this stupid weapon is just running up to people and going, take a look at what's in my pants.
All right, so the battle starts with Sasha and the Shiba Inu deploying Dregg's tactical pants, and the Witchlight begins devouring one, but there's still 29 left. Dregg, it's your turn.
Good start. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that... Yeah, well, we know that punching's not gonna do a whole lot of...
Oh no, what pants is Dregg wearing?
No, Dregg's in his undies. For the entire rest of the campaign.
I think I would like to think he would have put on some pants in the Tsuchinoko.
Are you big still though? What is it, like the Hulk? How does his pants fit?
That's got to have worn off by now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, we had one solution to deal with one, but now we've got 30.
You could just go down and start punching them. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, okay, sure. That makes some kind of sense. All right, well, then we're going to punch a kaiju. First one is a 27, and the second is a 13.
Does not.
That's the way it goes.
Oh, you sound so sad.
I know, very sad. Sad Dregg. Sad Dregg's going to add 2d8 to the damage on
He's
this.
sad, but he's got a pleasant breeze going on.
Boxers are briefs though.
That might be a mystery for the
fans. Oh no, the fan art's gonna get so bad.
The epilogue. That is 17 damage.
All right, Dregg, your mech lands in the street. You see Sasha deploy your pants, and then you run forward and you slug the nearest slug, and it takes a couple steps back undeterred. It is enemy's turn, and they are going to deploy their poison gas. Constitution saving throw, everybody. And this poison eats through your mech as well as you.
Fuck. I don't like it.
6.
Fail.
17.
Success.
4.
Fail.
God damn it.
Fail.
Also 4.
Oh my god, I only rolled an 8. 2 1s on those die.
God.
So the streets are beginning to fill with poison, and it's actually more of an issue for civilians than you currently. Right now, Captain Melbeck, your turn.
I wanna fire at these big evil mushy mechs, but I want to do so using the ship's guns. Take some big shots at these things.
Okay, just roll your attacks.
Okay, 23 on the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
And 14 on the second.
Only 23 hits.
I'm gonna fire at the one that Dregg already did some damage to, so that I can get my my D8 bonus.
Fuck that guy in particular.
Yeah.
I almost said fuck him in his gooey ass, and
No!
I really thought it.
So that would be 10 damage.
All right, so Captain Melbeck, you order the Tsuchinoko to begin firing on the kaiju, which is good. The Tsuchinoko has very advanced weaponry. You have a full crack team of people to pilot it, and they begin opening fire. You recall that Wolfgang told you that when the conduit of hegemony died and the Maxwells turned on them, they tried to take down the HMS Civilization and were unable to. And you probably get a sense of that here because even though you're firing the most advanced military weaponry in the galaxy, you're just kind of smushing their slug bodies around, and you don't seem to be bothering them that much. However, your pilot, Hafler Grunderson, does come on over the comms and say, Captain, there's something going on with the ship.
The systems are... I've never seen anything like this before.
What are they doing?
I couldn't really tell you. It's all kinds of moth gibberish. I got Lala here. She says that Sasha knows.
Sasha, what the ship do?
If I know me,
Uh,
I think you should just hit all the buttons as fast as you can.
Okay. So you've recruited an entire team of the universe's most talented, lovely people, and you order them to push every button they can on the ship.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of season this is.
I want to do an Arcana check on the Witchlight.
All right.
I want to know if so I got a 14. I want to know if I shoot it, will it like grow larger and cover a larger area essentially?
This is such a very weirdly specific check.
I'm just like I'm like, well, I could shoot, but it doesn't do anything. We've already established that won't really accomplish anything. So I'm like,
What about that embiggening spell?
So no, shooting the witchlight will not make it bigger. It'll just take apart your bullet. And remember, it's not actually eating anything. It's just taking things apart. I say eating like informally. So no, you can't feed it because it doesn't have a physical body. It does not physically exist. So you can't even cast spells on it.
Damn it. I wanted to embiggen it.
Yeah, that would be fun.
He'd be so big.
I think Victor's just gonna fly around trying to help people. There's nothing we can really do in terms of combat. So I'm just gonna.
You want to roll athletics to fly around the city helping people?
I'll roll history.
You guys are so fucking obstinate this week. Everyone's got Dregg disease.
I rolled a 17.
Oh, that's very good. So I think like a building's falling over and you fly over and you catch it and keep it from crushing people. We want to describe some heroism?
Yeah, so I stopped that building from falling on people. There's a car about to fall over a bridge, and I grab the back end of it and I pull it back up so it doesn't fall over. And a helicopter's about to get away, and it has the bad guys in it. But I jump off the side, and then I grab one hand onto the helicopter, one hand onto the side of the building. My biceps are fucking massive, and I'm just like, ah! And I pull the helicopter back in. I'm trying to think of everything Chris Evans has done in a Marvel movie right now, and I'm
Yeah.
a lot of thoughts are going through my head right now.
But in this scene, the people in the helicopter we've never met before are like, how did you know we were the bad guys?
And then I punch them into the moon.
Or into the moon dragon, and he chomp chomp.
Yeah, so the other dragons are still here. I'm not going to narrate everything because this is like a huge battle scene, but there's Volhard's entire dragon forces who stand for the Solitaire. There's probably a Solitaire defense force, their military, which is not effective at all, really. Objectivist is trying to do his solar breath. He's like, beam!
Oh, he's trying so hard.
Beam! It's like the little spouts, like little flickers from like a lighter. He's like, that'll teach you.
I'm so proud of you.
He's doing his best. But the only
My son is an honor student.
you have a bumper sticker on your mech.
Yes.
The only forces that really are doing much are Volhard, whose Black Frost can freeze anything, stopping it in its track, and the Tsuchinoko, which is not killing them, but it's having some kind of effect, and you know something's going on with it. Sasha, it's your turn.
I kind of want to roll insight
On yourself, on your future self.
on my future. I guess so. My future self to see what the fuck is happening.
She should get advantage for that.
It's you, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Damn. Yeah, finally. Okay. 17.
17's good. I'm looking for 20.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Good luck. No.
Nope. Nope. I had it for a minute and then I'm like, I really want some nachos.
Okay, with the 17, I'll still give you something, which is that when you got the Tsuchinoko, Ada told you that it had other features that Sasha had prepared for Sasha, but that you didn't want to tell yourself, presumably because you know yourself well enough to know that you would maybe do something wrong if you knew about it too early.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna Voltron, huh? If that makes sense. Okay, hey gang, let's all hug. Next to the ship.
Okay, Sasha, it's your turn. What do you do? Describe things, for the audience.
I'm gonna go, everyone follow me. And I'm gonna like jump my mech up into the underbelly of the Tsuchinoko where there'll be like a little thing that my mech fits in because I'm cool like that. And then it starts flippy flopping.
It starts flippy flopping.
It's Transformers. We're Optimus Prime
The
now.
second that anything Transformers related is happening, the captain is like right the fuck over there. She wants to be a part of this.
Okay, so there was an earlier conversation when you were asking for Gabriel to make your mechs where Captain Melbeck said, can you please make them Voltron?
He doesn't hate me after all.
It's okay. This is the bit where we insert presumably the big transformation sequence that every Voltron or Power Rangers-esque show happens, where all of the robots combine together in a very cool way.
But can we set it to Moonlight Descensu instead?
I'm very up for that.
You have a magical girl Voltron assembly transformation sequence.
Oh, and can we turn into... Has anyone had a Great Dane mech yet? What's the biggest dog?
Nope.
Let's hold on. Let us Google
Austin's like dog.
biggest dog. The Great
It's such a
Dane.
delightful search, honestly. I knew it. I know my dogs.
Oh my god, the pictures are so delightful.
Oh, okay. Hold
Oh,
on.
they're so big. They're like a mighty steed to ride.
I like how I thought I was looking for the biggest city in Florida, as if I don't already know. Oh, they're very large.
Okay, so when Sasha orders everyone to come in for a Voltron hug, presumably that was the trigger for all the button pushing that Sasha had planned for Sasha. And the middle section of the Tsuchinoko, because if you'll recall, a Tsuchinoko is a mythological snake which has a kind of bigger middle section. The middle section detaches with synchronicity itself inside. The engine becomes the center part of your Voltron, and the other mechs attach into it in a magical girl transformation. And you create, I guess we're calling it the Great Dane, is the name of our combined forces.
It's the biggest one. Yeah.
The greatest Dane.
The greatest Dane.
The greatest Dane.
Does anybody else want to get a hand on this ball? I'm just trying to avoid playing your characters for you. I want you to describe your cool moment and stuff. Everyone seems very hesitant.
Okay, so I don't know about the exterior of this, but I think when this all combines, we end up with the very Power Rangers style. There is one shared
Oh my god.
cockpit that we can all see out of, and there's like the five chairs all in like a nice
I was
formation.
thinking it was like those big plush movie theater chairs where you can like
Full recline. Well, here's the thing. The Power Rangers situation has never really made sense. Like, why is 5 people piloting one mech better? I mean, it's like, have you ever had 2 people try to use the same, like, PlayStation controller? It's anarchy. It doesn't make any sense. However, in this one unique fictional situation,
because synchronicity.
Synchronicity.
also, y'all homies in a hive mind.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
You're literally one mind with Subjectivist near.
Take that, Pacific Rim.
Guillermo del shut up.
Yeah, Pacific Rim 2 never had 5 people working together to control a mech.
So all 5 of you join into the Greatest Dane, a 5-part mech: the Tsuchinoko, the Mastiff, the Saint Bernard, the Airbud Norbert, no copyright infringement intended, and the Shiba Inu. The rest of the ship that all your teammates are on is running off like reserve power, so it doesn't crash. But the form of synchronicity is actually powering your mech now, and it syncs with your contacts. And as you all pilot this mech as one mind, you see something truly startling.
Yeah.
What's that?
Issuing from each of the kaiju and each of the slashers, and in fact each living person, every sapient creature, you see a great shining chain. Link after link after link coming from them like a great umbilical cord into the heavens.
And what are they connected to in the heavens?
They seem to go on forever. You look at each other, each of you has one as well.
Is this we can now see everything connected to synchronicity?
I want to cut one of the bad guys' chains.
All right, so Sasha, you are piloting the greatest Dane. Describe what you do.
I like to think it still has a rapier, like a space rapier. It's all cool. I'm gonna squint suspiciously at all those red chains, and I'm gonna go fly with everybody. Sorry, guys, you coming with me?
You're all one mind. All your thoughts are shared.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fly up and see what happens if we break that red chain, if it can be done.
So you're actually dual wielding. You have the rapier from the Shiba Inu, and you have the sword, like the classic beam sword from the Saint Bernard. And so
Hell yeah.
you jet forward and slice through a chain that only you can see. And as you do, it shatters, and the kaiju goes limp and collapses into a puddle of goo in the street.
Hell yeah, I solved the puzzle.
So, I'm assuming this is severing the connection to the form that is important to that thing. So, if it were one of the people from this spoke of the wheel, it's connecting them to synchronicity. For these, it's connecting them to hegemony.
All of you have chains. Volhard has a chain. The civilian have chains.
It's our conduits,
Oh.
right?
Oh god. Can we sever people from their conduits?
Oh no, this is his dark materials all over again.
Oh no, are we oh, what's the thing with the dust where you cut them from their...
You just cut them and then everyone dies. Oh god, they're...
Oh.
HBO's making that?
This is what we'll do to Cassius.
Oh yes, it'll feel very
Oh,
good.
yeah, but also, like, this is a lot of power we have right now.
We're gonna use it responsibly.
On Cassius.
I stare at the stars and the sky up above and think, what am I made of? Am I full of sorrow? Am I hurt and pain? Or am I filled with love? I stare at the stars and the sky above and think, what am I made of?
Credits. Speed run.
Speed run?
May 2019 speed run.
Tell me about the music.
No, you don't listen. You never listen to me. Everyone's hearing you disrespect me.
I just like yelling, tell me about the music, but now we don't do that. It's in the words.
No, it's in the description. Just like all the links to our social media and all our Patreons, like patreon.com/Austin Yorsky, where you'll get on the list you're going to hear. Patreon.com/weekly manga recap, where you can support Chris. Patreon.com/ofhorse, where you can support Conrad. And then kotaku.co.uk, where you can find Laura and all the good work she does. She's also on podcasts like Queer and Pleasant Strangers and the Jimquisition. And then finally you at Rargolicious. PayPal's in the Twitter bio, yeah?
Yeah. Good speed run. I'm so proud of you.
I did it. And now we're on to executive producers for May 2019. Can I get it? Can I get one? It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
Is that your best one?
I was trying to sound like In Sync, so probably.
I was just trying to.
You try it, bitch.
I'm too white. I know they're all white. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Executive producers for May 2019. A Bozog blew my cover 4. Now they drill to the planet's core.
I wish all action movies had to rhyme. A huggable cactus.
A werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand.
Aaron Palavin.
Abigail Grace.
Adrian Y.
Oh no. Aftershock conduit of Austin 2 next deep in his Epcot date.
I don't know why the Epcot thing caught on at the listeners. I've told plenty of stories about getting caught having sex at Busch Gardens, at Disney. The Epcot one, I didn't even get caught. It's not as good as a story, but whatever. Aki Savalainen.
Albert West.
Aaliyah.
Alex Vipra.
Amanda Sternad.
An otter chewing on your couch because you left. That's fair.
He miss you.
He is what he deserves.
Oh no, Andrew Birmingham.
Andrew
Mm-hmm.
See, it's not fair because I've seen Andrew call us out on Twitter.
Yeah, we get owned from every angle.
Andrew Fidget, who knows? Conduit of seeing footage, staying noited itself.
I've seen footage. I stay noited. You know the death grips. Don't pretend like you don't know death grips.
I do know death grips.
Andrew Grothin.
Andy Harkins.
Anime Jesus.
Anna,
Conduit of procrastination.
Anthony, patron of Dora.
Arachnival. Keeper of the credit prison and sentinel of justice. Fear me. That's secret character from season 3.
Arja Limite.
Arjun de Koning.
Ash, conduit of Lauren's weed titty.
Now, what's a weed titty? I understand titty weed when you hide the weed in your titty. That's titty weed. But what's a weed titty?
It's the same as when I store my vape in my cleavage. It keeps it upright, easy for smoking.
But those could be weed titties, but just one? Never mind, I don't want to know. Austin Star Warski. Last Jedi slapped.
Austin Yorsky, conduit of Good Boy Itself.
I try. Ava, conduit of Burbs.
Backwards of Conduit, Sparkle.
BJ, conduit of miniature giant space hamsters.
B-Ray Echo.
Benedict Cumbersnatch, conduit of Cuke Thievery.
Oh, I love it.
That's a very extreme.
Big fan of space, both outer and personal.
Big Sam over here. Billy Bob, big boisterous baby boy.
Blue 6.
I was gonna say bonus, or it could be bonus. Bones.
Bones.
So you get 4 different readings for free there. Bonus.
Bones.
The bonus.
Brady, conduit of failed murder.
Keep failing. Brent. Goatley.
Brett.
Doesn't quite match up. Callum, Rooty Tooty Booty Switchy Boy Turner. I crushed that one.
Oh, so good. Can Master Rink get a hell yeah? Yes. Love your fools.
Candace, listen to Dice Funk Starling. If any audience doesn't need that advertisement, it's the one that just heard it.
Carriage one with a hard C like in cake. Thanks.
Charlie Chocolate, conduit of DMing Lauren too many cat pics on Twitter. She does enjoy them.
The limit does not exist. Chris, is it too late for April Fooling? Walling?
Yes, actually it is now. Christopher Charlow.
Chunk Funk wants the funk dunk.
Chunks. I always want the chunks. Or the chunks.
Cody Jackson.
Chunks.
Koho Blast.
Oh no, she's gonna get away from me again. Corum, conduit of Markov. Gloria's favorite son.
Cormac, conduit of MC Carbs.
Counterfifth.
Ciara Saldana, prophet of R and Jesus.
Q, I appreciate you. Yes, you. Cumber.
Oh.
You think we're laughing at the Cumber, which is very enjoyable, but Lauren just saw the next one.
No, I was remembering the Cumber debacle from last month.
Oh, no, the debacle keeps on rolling. Lauren, read the next one.
Daddy Yorsky, take me to Epcot.
I wish Chris was here to read that one. You know what I mean?
Oh, because you guys are in love.
Yeah. Dandy Snuff. Wait, hold on. That's a very Victorian villain name.
It is.
I'm
Daria,
the Dandy Snuff.
conduit of pizza.
One more time?
Daria, conduit of pizza.
Yelling at me. Dawning
I love to
Frost.
yell. Delilah Coffin, the spider god incarnate.
Terrifying. Dennis Bankston.
Dennis Pancake Detlefson.
Devin, conduit of evolution.
Donald Bunker.
Dorian, conduit of devotion.
Dr. Chow.
Dr. Goatman.
Dr. Asics.
Dr. Squidcap, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Funk.
So many PhDs.
Yeah, another addition to the Doctor Corps.
Dragon in the server room.
Dregg versus Pangolin.
Uh-oh.
Battle for the ages.
Dylan and Rilton the dog listening on a lazy Sunday morning, also dishes.
Dylan, conduit of skeleton booty. They don't got the booty, though.
Ebrand. Epcot finger licking fun ride.
Oh my god, guys.
Because you're like, I'm not horny, I'm just a baby.
You don't have to be horny to give something. Never mind. Einar J. Pet alpacas.
Hell yeah. Ecorin.
Elderbrain, conduit of gooey goo, chewing, dalla balla halla walla walla
You
koala.
always get stuck with that one.
Crushed it.
Elder Dog.
Elderly Goose, conduit of impromptu rapping. Oh, it's supposed to. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was supposed to do the hand gesture as well. I'll do my Eminem impression next time.
Eleanor Nonantes Periton. Alyssa Niseska. Elisa?
Elizabeth Jackalope.
Emma, moose is neither snack nor guinea pig. All right. Rat?
The mystery continues. Also, Jackalope's like the one cryptid we haven't used this season.
Oh,
Keep it in mind. Emma Morant.
Indigo Vandane.
Error. And then the Microsoft JScript compilation error. Please contact Bob. Does someone need help with their PC? Is this their... Never mind.
Have you tried turning it on and turning it back off again?
Erwin Le Lagadec.
Ex Dolores.
Fabian got that dank.
Give it to me. Florian H.
Francois V.
Frank Sands.
Goblin King Mike, conduit of nasty guys.
Grimlock.
Guinevere Cummings.
Guys, this has been a great season. Isaac, conduit of Gabba Gabba Gabba.
Gabba, 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 gabba. Hafthor Grunders, or should do it in a voice. Hafthor Grunderson, first of his name, Bonafire and Brimstone Redeemer. Ran out of.
And then he got chloroformed.
Harley Astor.
Harrison Andrew.
Harry, conduit of ambiguous gender.
Hedron Master.
Him's penis broke for him's penis tore. Jerry F.
Hi, Jerry.
Fix the penis.
How do I make friend? Regards, conduit of social faux pas.
I almost got Jorgen Indy Weinwick Ford's name right this time. No, I
Damn.
didn't. Definitely didn't.
Calling us out. Ian Morgan.
Ingmar Gremmen.
Ink Drop, conduit of ooze and dummy thick ass claps.
That's the final boss of the next season.
Oh no.
Isaac, conduit of Fish Shark Marketing.
Eve Elysian. Well, have fun with the next one, bitch.
It's an unpronounceable string of characters. Your turn.
I hate you. James Neely. Jamie 0.2 of Fragmentary Damage.
That's a Kingdom Hearts joke. I see you, Jamie. Janiac, conduit of Ensnare Me, Tentacle Daddy.
I'm so glad I made you read that one.
Oh, I see what you did. Okay, you did two in a row.
Jared, conduit of, well, actually, mansplaining. Jared.
I don't care. I'll say Ensnare Me, Tentacle Daddy, all day long. I'm getting paid for this. The rules.
Jaspel, conduit of fluffy weasels.
Jay Logan, conduit of queerness itself.
Jayish Wizard, the Wizard of Jay.
Jealous Goddess Cosplay.
Jeff Clark.
Jen.
Jess.
John Carey.
John Potts.
John Barnett.
Joseph Tombrello.
Josie, conduit of magic systems holding hands. I like the
Drew
meme.
Man Jack. I don't care about your commentary.
That's what they love. They love my comments.
I'm just kidding.
Julian Phillips, conduit of fake movement.
Just not Joan or Wrench Wench. Those aren't my name.
Okay. Just a jester.
Justin, conduit of those emotionally ruined by this season.
He's too powerful now. Caster UK.
Kate, conduit of recurring regret.
Kiefer Lowe.
I see you, Kate.
Nope. See, now I talked over your commentary.
Oh.
Keith, conduit of Prozac.
Bitch, me too. Caladry as in Bellabry. So Caladry as in Bellabry Goodall. God damn it. As in good hell. So Caladry Goodell, thanks.
If you provide the phonetics, you have to do it. That's the rules. Keller Automat.
Ken, conduit of finally writing this goddamn PhD dissertation.
Kevin Dobbins.
Kidney, conduit of obliviousness.
Killer Cotton Shizno.
Kaneko fan.
Kitty Foe.
Not thing.
Kodiak and Luke Albuquerque, conduit of good belly rubs. God, that would be a good one.
Corrito Prime.
Christina, conduit of the lawful Bozog barista afterlife itself.
Criterion, conduit of Caleb is my boy.
Kyle Badsvik.
Kyle, president of the Drop Goodwood fan club.
The elections were fierce this year. Lana Seawolf, Lady of Bones.
Let me see that ass clap. Standing ovation.
Let's stop reading names and banter for a while. Punish me, Skitch.
Lindsay Lohan, what are you doing here?
Lauren Hitchcock's The Birds, all Bozog remake, even human roles, Cates.
Loki, reading Dr. Olivia Adler eulogy. Is moose fish?
Is moose fish? I'm ignoring the very sad part to concentrate on what moose is. Ludovico Limited.
Luke Powers.
Luther, conduit, longtime listener, first-time patron. Sorry for my... And they ran out of characters.
I'm assuming
Insolvency?
Insolence?
No one ever says insolence in real life. That's exclusively a villain thing. Your insolence.
M. Joe, or is it Joe?
Joe, the cult of Gorfanax.
Marty the cat planeswalk to give Austin the Cassius plague.
He would. Cats would do that. Matt Lakeets is grateful for Dice Funk and New Century, 2 excellent podcasts.
Matt Luce.
Matthew B. Hare.
Matthew Schultz.
Mauxie. Conduit of
Moxie?
Austin antagonizing Lauren in the credits. Yep.
It's not just the credits.
It's all life, all day.
Maximum Side Boob 3, the mystery of the third nipple.
I may have woken Lauren up with 20 phone calls this morning. May or may not be just Ashley.
Majin.
Melbent.
Melissa Nielsen.
Mel Tyke. Punduit of bad jokes.
Michael Grauman.
Michael Hall.
Midlife Stasis.
Miko from Finland.
Miles Funk, the Dice Punk and Rose, who is not an afterthought.
Morgan Rapp.
Mr. Willie Phoenix, Stephen Lesbian Seagull, Pooh Bear Shaker.
My Valentine is postmodern artist Cy Twombly.
Namita Aniskins. Conduit of Failure itself.
That was actually a conduit someone was used for a player character on one season. If you're in the Discord, we've probably talked about that before. Nathaniel Homan.
Nicholas Dominic.
Nicole Woodruff.
Nice person. No. Sorry. I got distracted by the one underneath this.
I know.
Nina Person.
Oi, Austin, when I eat that ass, should I use a fork and knife?
Do not.
Painful.
Paye Rajberg. I'm so sorry. The fork and knife really got me.
Paul Mullen.
Pixel Fool.
Pocket Sundial.
Preston Bowers.
Pruitt Holcomb.
Puck. Conduit of large ambitions but poor follow through. Same bitch.
Raccoon Empire does not recognize the notorious possum insurgency. Oh no, politics. Get politics out of these credits.
Oh no, the woodland creatures are fighting. Rain Raven.
Random, conduit of Would You Like a Hug?
Yes. Rezumi Yazera.
Robert Dakin.
Robert E. Calf Baker. Make 2020 the year of the Bozog.
S. Kearney, the Trash Dragon. Oh, that's a good dragon variant.
It's really easy to build up your horde. Salad Child.
Salubrious Tim, conduit of Safer Work Sasha-based fan fiction. Alternate
I
histories.
appreciate that. Yeah. AU.
Sean Lyons Burke.
Sean, the host of Funk Dunk Plays.
Simmons, conduit of Harder Slatty. I don't know, is it pronounced Slatty? Because that makes the Harder Daddy joke. I thought it was Sladdy because the 2 A's, but they're the code guys from Planescape.
Oh, okay, because I don't even know what that is.
I explained it to you on the show. Everyone heard it.
I'm bad.
Shane Sedgwick.
Shane Ware, check out Embalmed Apple to support a new creator if you... And then it cuts off.
And they ran out of, yeah.
Shocking Link, Yeeter of Nihilism.
Hold on. I was adjusting my leg.
Sir Octopus, conduit of chivalrous cephalopods.
Socialism is party cohesion plus Soviet power.
Sphincter Spakenstein.
It's still good. Starlight Glimmer did nothing wrong.
Stefan Latour?
Stefan Lund, conduit of is a dark and stormy trail mix.
Sydney Marsing.
Cyretha's Height for Borderlands 3. Parentheses, Austin's adding this. Sorry about the guy who made it. What a wanger.
Tara, conduit of terrible puns.
Lol. The big gay woobling sound.
What?
I think that's just every word that comes out of your mouth. The big gay woobling sound.
The cast of Dungeons the Gathering.
The ghost of Canadian Prime Minister Lester B. Pearson.
The Hat Cells.
The murderous penguin who secretly lives in your sock drawer.
The owl is feeling better now, thank God.
Important update, breaking news. The owl is feeling better now. The Possum Kingdom Liberation Insurgency. That's important, all caps the there, because apparently there's some controversy over the legitimacy of the organization.
The Precursor, which sounds like an ominous movie.
The Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Marietta, Georgia.
You get that one every time.
It's long.
Tim Lutton.
Toby Gleason Stack.
Shiro Kuro, conduit of being back on one's own bullshit. Yeah.
Trace Marzing.
Transient Passerby.
Trevor S. Shit, it's last minute. What's a joke?
Shay, Austin touched me in the Epcot and called me Cumberness.
Okay, we're gonna have to form an orderly line inside the Epcot ball. We're gonna try to get through this as fast as possible. Everybody's really into it. Vigor Arnston.
Was it inside the ball?
I don't remember. I think so because it's like on a ride. It's kind of like a little roller coaster, right?
There's a lot of people on that ride.
That's what skirts are for.
Oh, yeah.
Lauren's like, I've had sex before.
They know. Vigor Arnston.
Victoria Melito, conduit of quietness. Should have done that one
Victoria
quiet.
Valentine. I scream.
Okay, Vinny. Oh, I just still in quiet voice. Look what you've done, Victoria. Vinny, conduit of sleepy bitch disease.
Vizzy Huggles. Keep up the great work, y'all.
Wolves in the bathroom.
No.
They get you.
Ziphosaurus.
Yeah.
Zach Crenshaw.
Z23619, conduit of ambiguous number sequences.
Zoltar, the Viking death metal caterpillar. Conduit of retribution.
That's an NPC. Zun and you. Thanks for playing. Aw.
You're welcome.
Brought to you by listeners like you.
My favorite are monarch caterpillars.
Mm-hmm.
Because it looks like they have the little gold. And then when they make their chrysalis, it's like got like little gold, like shiny parts. It's wild. Anyways, monarchs are dope. That's the end of my PSA.
Look at these little nerds. Anyway, that's the credits. What do? We did music's in the description.
We already said to follow everyone except for sketch.bandcamp.sketch.bandcamp.com.
All the links are in the description. Podbean, Google Play, YouTube. Like us, comment. Just engage with the content. You know what I'm saying? Web 3.0.
Yeah, engage with the content. That's what.
Please.
Yes. Give Austin money. He's so sad.
I'm saving up for an Epcot trip, so everybody pitch in.
That's what happens at Epcot.
You're not invited.
But they have great food.
Nope, it's just Chris and Johnny and the listeners.